Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be an Aries weekly money and career reading from March 30th to April 6th, 2025. Aries, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Aries weekly money and career, March 30th, April 6th, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you are well. Be on the lookout, on the hear out for the magic word. If you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, all you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comment section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of March. So just a couple more days or hours. So make sure you are subscribed. And most of all, make sure you share your energies. Put a word down below. Share what you're going through, your mindset, your goals, your disappointments, what you want to manifest. What are you going through? That is how we share the energy so I can continue to deliver these messages. Just know that this is all about you, and tarot is all about you, right? So let's get started. Grab your best headphones, earbuds for a better sound. I'm going to pull one oracle card to see what the root of the matter is, what we need to know for this upcoming week. Aries weekly money and career, March 30th, April 6th, 2025. Let's see what we need to know. Okay, something is ending. We have the death card, and then we have news, conversation, documentation, information, news. Something is communicated to you regarding the end of something, or I feel like I need one more card, and I usually don't pull many of these, but okay, you're getting the key. Okay, you're getting your answer. There we go. You're getting your information, you're getting your documents, you're getting your answer for a new beginning. Something is ending, something is beginning. The door is opening, you're getting the key. Okay, let's see what is the key? What is it that's going on here? What is ending and what is this key? I feel like, so the key can be obviously an answer, a callback, someone, giving you the information or sending you the letter, the documents that you're looking for, but it can also be someone with knowledge that is, that's sharing their knowledge, or maybe you're learning something, taking classes or going back to school or going through a training program, and there's a certain special person there that is helping you, or not helping you, but giving you the key to something, giving you the knowledge to something, so you can open the doors, so you can move forward, so you can start something and make it happen. All right, so we have a lot of ego going on. It's going slow. You've been disillusioned, hence the death card, right? Something that's ending. You battled for something, a lot of competition. I feel like this is almost you understanding that it's the end of an illusion or the end of the options that were sort of iffy, right? Sort of, you have other options. And I feel like the disillusioned or the illusions were regarding someone. Can be a boss, can be a friend, a coworker, or just a business connection, right? That is celebrating. Okay, hold on. Let's keep going, and let's get the cards going so we can have a complete picture here. Celebrating, moving into something. You're resting after challenges. So this has been challenging, and you're moving forward slowly, like you're committed to something with this Knight of Pentacles. You're planning step by step. You're not going to rush into this because you've been disillusioned, yet you're celebrating the calm after the storm. Okay, let's continue. Here you are, Aries, in all your glory. Yeah, you're processing something. Okay, so here's the message coming out. Here's the truth coming out, or whatever needed to be addressed. Here's the key, the answer, addressing the subject, addressing the issue, addressing the situation that has been beneath the surface for a while. So you know that this was iffy. You know that this was, to say the least, challenging, but more so very, very, very ego-centered, this job, very ego-centered, this energy, whatever it is. We have the High Priestess. So here you are, in control, not very flexible, standing your ground, on the defense. And you have the Star card, which tells me that, again, you're moving into a calmer energy. But here we have to address this. A truth is coming out, or something is being revealed regarding this illusion, or regarding this option that was iffy or competitive or all ego-centered. Let's see what this is all. Wait, okay, one more card, sorry, and then we'll pull a card on the key. But for me, yeah, it's all about the High Priestess. Something is coming out that needs to come out, that has not been addressed, and that has been beneath the surface for a while. King of Pentacles. It can be regarding a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. But you have the Knight of Pentacles. So for me, you're preparing, you're planning, you're committed, and then you're moving into an energy of success, of financial stability, abundance. This is regarding a budget or a business or a job or something regarding finances in a job or business, right? But it feels like why are we addressing this now? Why was this not addressed before? Because no one knew about it? So I feel like now you're realizing with the Emperor that you have to look beyond and understand what was truly at play, understand what truly happened, or what truly is happening, or what are we talking about here that needs to be revealed. What is truly at play in your life? There's wisdom within you that has been ignored, or that you have ignored, or that you didn't want to talk about, or that it wasn't addressed, so you just left it under the carpet. That's possible. So maybe you weren't fully aware of this, right? So listen to your gut feelings, follow your instincts. It feels like it's more emotional or more instinct than facts and logic and, you know, whatever was on the paper and whatever the numbers are or the answer was on the paper. No, this is about, not particularly about emotions, but about that instinct of what you thought was right, or how you felt this, or how you navigated through this, and what you understood, and how you felt a little ego in there with this Emperor. I feel like this Emperor is you, yes, remaining in control, but also, you know, feeling that you want to have authority over this. Have like a healthy setting, like healthy boundaries, and protecting yourself and managing your emotions, really managing your emotions through thinking and intuition. And yes, you're taking leadership, but you also have to manage your self-control to maintain that authority, or to maintain your responsibilities within this issue. And because when I say issue, whatever needs to be addressed, whether it's you whether it stems from you in the job, or whether it stems from you in the community, in the business, in your business, whatever it is, this is about being comfortable with addressing things beneath the surface that need to be discovered, that need to be uncovered, that we're hidden truths about yourself or a situation. Maybe you didn't talk about something, or maybe someone didn't talk to you about this, right? Or it is something that was sort of kept at bay. This is going to emerge when the time is right. And then for you, it's time to embrace like a softer, more passive energy, like listening, observing, receiving, understanding, taking the time to listen to people, taking the time to understand other people, and to acknowledge that they have things to say, that they maybe went through something, or maybe it was hidden before a reason, right? And so here, this is accepting and trusting the flow of life, and to reconnect with maybe people, or reconnect with cultures or traditions that have been maybe ignored. Interesting. All right, let's see what this key is all about, and then we'll move through the tarot. What is this answer? What is this key and answer that we have for Aries? What is this all about? The truth, authority, again, authority, truth, revelations, understanding, clear, integrity and honesty and truth coming out. Okay, one more card on the key, please. So you're getting a message delivered, or someone's communicating a message to you, or a letter, or an email, or a text, whatever it is, or a call about the truth of a new beginning, of a door opening, or, you know, the answer you're trying to get. But that answer, that truth, is finally opening doors for you. It's almost like you're settling. No, there's too many cards. One more time. One more card on the one more card on the key, and on the message, please. One more card on the message. What is this message? At a crossroads, stuck. Oh, about help and money and finances and sharing resources in your community or in your job, or this is finances that you have to be there for others, helping others. And it was at a standstill. And there we have the Lovers. Not surprising, because this is all about integrity and understanding how you want to navigate this, how you want to receive this key, how do you want to receive this answer. Because this answer, this information you're getting, or this message that was hidden, or this lie also, I don't think it's a lie. I think it's just something that wasn't said and wasn't told. I feel like that is now allowing you to take all masks off with the Lovers. And I feel like you are now going to have to, or will have to, listen, be more empathic, understand what happened, or understand how to process this information that you're getting. So this can be in your job, this can be in your business, this can be in your family, or in your community, or something. But it's taking masks off to have mutual respect for each other, everyone in the community, or anyone involved in the job, in the business, or in the situation. This is about respect and meaningful choices, like authentic relationship, honest relationships, honest partnerships. Everybody's taking the masks off, or at least you're taking the mask off, because you realize that now you have to be honest with yourself and address the issue, and not just be power, 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 ego, ego, money, money. No, this is about a decision that speaks, right? Because the Lovers is all about a decision that speaks on the importance of making a choice that aligns with your personal values, but also with truth and integrity and honesty. And so consider what is truly important to you in your life right now, in your direction. Your decisions are that resonate, right, are deeply within your soul, helping you live in harmony with your true self, because you want to be authentic, or you want trust and love in relationships, and not just ego power, superficiality, money, 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 money. No, masks are coming off. It's, I feel like deep down, this is going to help you live in harmony with your true self. It's a deep sense of unity, sharing, understanding, and mutual respect. And it's a decision based on your core values, and like nurturing connections that are grounded in love and trust. And it's really truly understanding what is at play and who you're working with and who these people are. And it really feels like maybe it's been years and years and years, and you just worked and made money, and I don't think it's just you. I think it's just an environment where clearly there are things that are addressed now that are about connections that need to be more honest, or need to be revealed to be able to respect each other, or else it's just chaotic. And I don't think you're particularly comfortable, right? Sometimes you are, or sometimes you were. And I feel like at this point, you're not particularly comfortable with that. You want to be leveled in trust, and you want the people around you, you want to trust them, and you want to be able to communicate that with them on a different level. And this is the choice of your dynamic, your energies. And we have the Star card, just announcing, to trust yourself, to understand that this is about hope and inspiration, and it's a real renewal of optimism after real challenges, after disillusions. So it's good possibilities, bright possibilities, inspiring confidence in the future. Like, dream big and believe in good things. Good things are possible. I feel like you're on the right path. It's clarity. You can see a bigger perspective. Trust yourself. Trust yourself, Aries. Trust the process and trust fresh ideas. It's time to focus on what you truly want and what aligns with your authentic self. And I think that you were way lost, or people were way lost in really money and power and control. All right, let's see if we can dig a little more in the High Priestess. What is coming? What is emerging? What is this coming out to the surface? And we have money. There we go. There's the money. Money, money, money. It's all about money. All right, so what about this offer, this money, this opportunity, this business opportunity, this financial opportunity? What is this? Waiting, stagnating, not going anywhere, because it needs to be addressed differently. It needs to be processed differently, or developed differently, or seen differently. It cannot just remain in that waiting and doing it like old times, or we always did it that way, and that's the way it is. And many readings right now, and I just did the live. We do lives every Sunday at 12 noon where we do live tarot readings, personal tarot readings for members. So if you're interested, you can join membership, and that gives you access to tarot readings every Sunday. But every reading almost was about understanding the change, understanding the transition. Are we not in the same world? We're not doing the things the same way. Things are not operated the same way. So whether you want it or not, this opportunity that's coming in, or this new job or business opportunity, whatever it is, or new money, is different. it's coming in a different way. So you can fight it all you want with your ego. I want this. I've always done it this way. This is the way my business runs, or this is the way the job has been. It's always been like that. We're going to do it all like that. No. Now, this is something that's coming in differently as it's evolving, as we are in the state of flux and change, constant. 9 of Pentacles. So abundance is coming in. You'll be happy with your choice. But you have to adapt. It's not going to come in the way you want it to come in. You have to adapt to something new. And whether you have that perspective or not, it's good to take a step back, right? To see it differently, to gain more perspective, to take a higher perspective, see it from a higher point of view, from a higher energy point of view, a higher purpose. It's important to understand that, this is something personal also for you, to be able to take things from a higher perspective. And I feel like you've been in that same energy for a while, that it was about you. It's ego-based. And don't take this personally. These are uniquely messages. I'm just delivering the messages. Don't shoot the messenger, right? But it's like it's learning to navigate energies not uniquely from an ego standpoint, right? And to just sort of surrender to see things from a different perspective, and just let go of attachments, and just view these emotions, or view the situation from a detached lens, and just let go of old patterns. I've said this a million times. Embrace the new. Is it easy? No. Are these ever so chaotic changes difficult? Yes, for everyone. And are we wanting to adapt? Are we wanting to do this? Are we particularly ready for this? And these are our desires, and we like change and process? No. And we're pushed, and we're shoved, and we're sort of pushed into what do we say? 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear. We don't have a choice. And I always said, 2025, if there are things that haven't been addressed before, they're going to be addressed, whether it's your personal life, your professional life, in your family, your friends, whatever's been swept under the carpet for months or maybe years or a lifetime. 2025 is the year where everything comes to the surface, where you have to look at each other eye in the eye and say exactly what's going on, or at least address the issues that haven't been addressed. And that can no longer, it can no longer be floating in the air, or just let it be, and we won't talk about it. We just won't talk about it, and it'll just go away by itself. That doesn't cut it anymore. All right. Sorry. All right, to the start, but trust yourself. Okay, so you're realigning yourself. You're realigning with your energies, moving into something smoother after the challenges, but also allowing yourself to dream other possibilities, and align yourself with, bridging the gap between ideas and reality, or dreams and reality. And even if the process is difficult, you're transforming a challenging situation into something that can be successful. So trust yourself, believe in yourself, keep dreaming big, and keep dreaming of that process, that business, that idea you have, that job you have. Don't let it go. 2 of Pentacles, adapting again, and 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out, feeling not enough, feeling frustrated, feeling you're not in the loop, right? Because you have to adapt to this new system, or this new dynamic, or this new energy. Whew. Making the choice of integrity and trust and love versus ego, power, and money. And I'm not saying you can't combine both, and I'm not saying, you know, no power, no money. I'm just saying that you have to also nurture the trust. And if you don't nurture the trust, this is what happens, right? You get left out because people think that, you know, it's all about the ego and all about personal ego and personal gain. And if you're in a business, if you're in a job of making money, you do have to trust someone, or you do have to connect to some trustworthy energies or people. Okay. Yeah, working hard. Working hard. That, you're working hard. But you're working hard to go towards, yeah. Look at that. Full circle. Full circle. There you are. I think this transformation is making you much more aware of your situation, and therefore you are going to be able to be in control. I'm not saying you're losing control. I'm not saying you're not in control. But what I am saying is to nurture trust in people to be able to build upon that, because there are issues that have to be addressed that are no longer, that no matter what, you're getting that email, no matter what, you're getting that piece of information or that key or that answer or that truth or that clarity that needs to be said. There's the death of something and they're announcing that. And so now you get the key to move forward, finally move forward. So finally you get your answer, or finally it's clear, or finally understand the situation. But you have to process it. It's important to process it, because it's not something that, you know, that's going to go away by itself. And I feel like you have to take the time to listen and change your priorities. 2 times the 2 of Pentacles. Really understanding to change priorities. But there you are, full circle. Gaining control, resolution, understanding, addressing, seeing it from a different angle, doing it in a different way, and then regaining control with the help of others or other resources, or regrouping, sharing resources to make sure you understand what's going on, and so you can empower yourself to move forward. Remember that you have a new offer, you have finances coming in, or new business offer, and then that's where you really have to adapt and see things in a different way. Let's see if there's one last message for the road. Aries, weekly, money and career. One last message for the road. Let's see if there's one last message for the road. Aries, weekly, money and career. Freaked out but persevering. All right, let's keep going. Let's continue to see if we have a couple. Yes, there you go. Full circle. Full circle. You're moving into something. You're opening up your world and you're moving into success, but you have to close that chapter. This is the beginning of a new chapter. But let go of those harmful illusions, of what you could have done or should have done. Empower yourself. Empower yourself in your purpose right now, because that is the most important. To trust yourself, to trust others, to be with trustworthy other people, and really, again, in this mutual respect and understanding, being able to move forward in a new chapter. This is a whole new chapter. But it's a successful chapter. Of course, Aries, you have that strength and empowerment to embrace success and to embrace challenges and turning them into success. but sometimes it's a little deeper than that, and you have to dig deeper, and people are not always just on the surface. Yes, there we go. People are not always just on the surface. This is about balancing emotions and being mature emotionally. You will move forward. You will move forward in a slow and easy way, but in emotionally balanced. And I don't think, and third time, there you go. Third time is a charm, Aries. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful reading, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and every one for sharing your emotions, for sharing your journeys, for sharing your energies. Remember that these readings are you. These readings are all about you. As you share your energies, I can move forward and continue to deliver these messages. So thank you for sharing, liking, subscribing, all of the above. I want to say that the magic word here is trust. Trust. So if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for free reading, all you have to do is put the word trust down below in the comment section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of March. A couple more hours. So make sure you subscribe and put the word trust down below. Take care, Aries, and thank you to each and every one for trusting me, for connecting to this channel, for watching these readings. Gratitude, gratitude. Thank you to each and every one. Have a great week. Take care, Aries. Bye-bye.